This is the Deep Dwarf Artificer of MockLab. We're using a Scythe, not because I want to, not because it's good, but because I have been bribed. I have been bribed to use a Scythe. Perhaps the worst weapon in the game. Perhaps, probably. But we're making it work. We have 2 runes on this guy, in part because, well, Deep Dwarves are really strong. It's the 2-layer runes is what we've got. How does my Scythe say rosecrypto.com? I don't know, it's a coincidence. I just found a Scythe that says rosecrypto.com. Now you can inscribe stuff. If you go to your inventory and press, well, in this case A, because that's where the Scythe is, and then I hit I for inscribe, lets me put whatever inscription I want on there. Anyway, as I recall, last time we stepped into Elf and we found that there is a salt here. No, I'm not playing my branch. I tried to dig here and it turns out we're on the east side of the map. So that's a shame. So we're just going to have to pull up. That's a hand axe of flaming. More concerned with the mage here. Get some strength. Go down. Go up, go down, go up. Cool. Try to just melee these guys. Seems to be working. Oh, you don't like that Scythe, Ben AFPS? I was bribed with bits to use this Scythe. Ordinarily, I would not go size under any circumstances, no matter how many bits somebody gave me, but well, if I was on a streak. But this is a Deep Dwarf, so he can handle the pain, you know, to some degree. How many bits to bribe you? Well, in this case, I didn't really have like a hard set number, but I guess it had to be over 1,000, because I was given 1250. And we're going to make it work. Dude. I'd like to do the salt, but these guys are not making it easy for me. There we go. Silly ambush vault. Alright, let's magic map. I don't think this character belongs in salt, but boy, I'd like to do it. If we could find Arlek all the time, that'd be pretty cool. That's the one thing that could cause us problems in here. Well, other than big boy elves, which are always a problem, you know. You'll notice we're attacking at 1.0 speed, which is, it's not terrible. Oops, I want to aim for the mage. We're slowly, painstakingly making our way over to the Desolation. I see there's a wizard here. Technically he can paralyze us. I do have a pro magic though. And now he can't paralyze us. Then we kill him. I'll put protection back on. Surprised none of those guys got shafted. Let's order our guys to attack that mage. I want to immolate these dudes. This might seem silly. You know what I should do is I should just make some minor servants. Oh, well now I should immolate. There's a second one. Damn. Yeah, I'm going to emulate. There we go. That was okay. See, there's more stuff coming. I see that we've managed to lure the stuff all the way out of the desolation over here. Kind of strange playing a deep dwarf so cautiously, but such a thing is necessary when you're wielding a scythe. Mostly honestly it's not the scythe that's the problem, it's the fact that I can't wear a shield. This would be a pretty sweet weapon at this point if it was one-handed. But yeah, Ninja Joe, it's very easy to screw up on TRJ. You just have to do it very carefully. The game will punish you if you don't. Wow. Confused, really? Let's go in. Alright, so this is interesting. With the right amount of demons, we might be able to do this, and we could get a lot of good loot. We could get a lot of good loot in here. I'm going to take a look with my Deep Dwarf vision. There's probably a structure here, so I see statues and walls. Probably a structure here. Probably one here. Probably a couple up here. And nothing except for this stuff down here. So I'm going to go off to the east, where there's nothing. See if we can't just kill some patrols. This is the guy with lightning bolt. Of course we have salt in the scythe game, yeah right. It's okay, we have 10 blinkings. It is a little sad that these guys are owning me. Uh-oh. Imagine if we had our elect. What's an ideal god for FoFi? Gozag. Rue's okay. Although, weirdly enough, I don't like using him. That's a lot of stuff. I'm going to start ice blasting this dude over here. Just because they can do an awful lot of damage to me. Zen and Usk are valid on a Formicid. Usk is a lot of fun. I'd say Usk is probably the most fun. Hey, we have 15 evokes, so I may very well find myself using my boxes of beasts in here. Okay, here's the Hierophant. He's the one with the Resonant Strike. But there's no constructs around me, so we just smack him up. We're just trying to eat up the sort of patrolling groups while making our way into these structures. Saw a group over there. I'm trying to pull a little bit of it away. Doesn't want to let me. Now there's going to be a lot of dudes in here. I assume I'm allowed to throw stones to get things' attention. According to the wonderful people who are forcing me to use this scythe. That would be Envy and Alf. Oh god. That's horrible. Crystal Guardians, 2 of them. I'm going to pull back. Going to use acid. Going to keep using acid. What's this now? Blocked by granite statue. What? What? I'm so confused. Can I not shoot like this? I guess I'll take a step back. That's weird. Here we go. Wasted a good bit of acid there because I didn't, the tile was such that I couldn't actually see that it wasn't hitting him. I mean, if I had looked a little more closely, I could have, but mostly my mistake. I could learn some magic, by the way. Spire, I should probably learn. At a minimum. But I also really want D-Missile on account of the fact that we're not using a shield. Okay, let's pull this dude. Just melee him. I'm gonna burn a box. There we go. Maybe I shouldn't be afraid of Crystal Guardians on this character. I guess I do have resistance. Here's a Scythe. It is a Scythe of Venom. We keep the electrocution. Tap through these dudes. Oh, I should kill the lightning guy. Could be Zerking, I suppose. Our boots are just +2 boots of stealth. Hello, Arcane. How are you doing? Hey, they are boots of running. I'm going to wear those over the stealth. Trade 1 AC for running. That's pretty good. Kill this Hierophant. Or was that a Hierophant? That was a Myrmidon, actually. That is a Hierophant. Don't want to be next to constructs when they're around. Very sad that Plutonium Sword is here, because that would be that would be a meme weapon that is perhaps more worth memeing me into using. Okay. He summoned a lot of guys. I actually want to order those guys to attack the Convoker. Do I want to burn a resistance? That's Gargoyle Ninja. Don't forget AB. Yeah. I'm so reticent to use it because it burns my hit points, but I should. Crap. Wow, so much stuff. A lamp. Take out the construct because these are 2 Hierophants. Actually, I should target the Servant of Whispers so that he dies ideally first. He doesn't, though. Trying not to get lightning bolted. Gotta be real careful without that Arlek. Artifact Amulet. Wow, that's an amazing amulet. Holy crap. Holy crap, that's Arlek. Wow, yeah, we're wearing that. Oh my lord. RF++, MR+, Arlek, Regen MP. I don't care if it's fragile. Why would I take that off? That is... Outrageous. Yeah, Beabe baby indeed. That also, like, my RF++ is covered. I have RF+++ with the scarf and the amulet. We could wear a different body armor if we felt like it. It's magic resistance scale, we don't need that. I'll take the plutonium sword with me even though I'm not allowed to use it. Just so I can set it outside and say that I found it. How's our training? Fighting armor, dodging invo? Yeah, that's good. We actually almost have greater servants reasonably reliable. Oh yeah, we're tabbing through this stuff now. The major fear the whole time was electricity. This makes elf loads easier too. Not trivial, but much, much easier. Okay, we're auto-explored. Let's take a look at items. Okay, that's all. That's fine though. The place has provided. This place has provided the best item I've found the entire game, so. And nobody say the Scythe was the best item I found the entire game. I know what you're thinking. Okay, tab, tab, tab. Look at these resistances, man. We can probably, let's see, Ancient Lich. Not quite immune. Great Orb. Okay, we're immune. So I guess until we gain some more levels and gain some more racial MR, I should keep the MR plus on me as a matter of principle. But otherwise, no. Hey, acquirement. Okay, first of all, because I'm not carrying that amulet anymore, I want to grab my Berserk Rages. They could be useful. Essentially, because I'm using this Scythe, I'm trying to make sure I have all the resources that I could possibly want, no matter how silly, if possible. So we're back to Elf. And we have this acquirement. I think what we do is we acquire armor. Ordinarily, I'd acquire weapon if I was somehow stuck using a Scythe, but I believe we're going to be using this for a good long while. Okay, I got artifact gloves. +1 gloves of RC. I suppose I'll take that over the +2 gloves. That makes it so I can stop wearing this scarf, actually, if I was so inclined. Yeah, doesn't he? I think we came to that conclusion at the same time. But like the Twitch delay made it look like you were a little slower. Yeah, we'll do that, and ultimately that gains us AC from a variety of sources, not just the cloak, but my armor skill. I don't think scarves help with that. So that's great. And ideally we find a cloak with like our poise on it or something at some point. Or my personal favorite, the Starlight Cloak. Can basically tab through here probably. Really glad we found salt. That was cool. Okay, let's put on Synv. I see you guys are just owning me. I'm going to have none of this. Now, sadly, the elf who summoned the earth elementals, he's not the one who died. So we're going to go up. Let's go up. I'm actually going to Zerk here with a potion. Trying not to burn through my self-heals. So let's pull this to the staircase. The ancient technique of stair dancing. Nice, more acid. Let's not get engulfed. Every time we get engulfed, we moved away. That's how you don't die to engulf. Wow, what a battle axe. Vampiric, Star Rage sucks, but still, Vampiric plus 8, Aurelec, MR plus, Strength plus 5, that's pretty solid. Another battle axe just laying here. Doesn't matter what it is though. Not allowed to use it. Man, that would have been a good axe, Kappa. I think Envy is enjoying this a little too much. Scythe run, baby. Man, my hit points just don't want to come back fast enough. Alright, I see a cancellation in here. Can we do battle with this ghost? Vorpal weapon, 39 damage. Yeah, we can beat him. Demons will help me. He's owning me, actually. Let's get the debuff on him from acid. There we go. Hopefully I last hit him. There I do. There you go, yeah. I wanted the healing. Cancellation. Worth it. I think I am going to open this up. Well, I thought I'd be getting hit points back doing this. This is the problem with playing a Deep Dwarf, is you tend to get a little greedy. Trying to not use self-heals. Actually, you know what would be cool? I'm going to use some self-heals. What would be cool is if I had Vamp Touch, and then I'd be able to heal a little bit. Hollow blades that are not scythes, yeah. I'm just doing this to kill stuff, basically. More experience. And so I can safely hatch up. Is Vamp Touch available? That's not even available. I really hope I find Finisher or something. Finisher or Scythe of Curses. Because at least then we can end the run in a thematic way. There is a... I already did Control F Vamp. You missed it because I was lightning fast. But yeah, there is none except for the weapons. Okay, he's deformed. Nice. Let's put on Send. See, there's a Halberd of Flaming. I have the water elementals handle that for me. Should probably put my protection back on. What a fake streak. Rogue shenanigans, I've been bribed into using a Scythe, so it's harder than it should be. And also it's just what Elliptic did. I can't break the code. Double Sword of Flaming, dang. Okay, okay, that's Elf2. I should self-heal a ton before I go down here because it could be the end vault. We're in Hall of Blades because I thought I could go in there and get a net gain of hit points by killing stuff in there, and it just didn't work. But we got experience, and also it's good because if I need to take like a hatch upwards, you know, let's say I'm getting owned in Elf 3 and I'm running from enemies and there's a hatch next to me, I'm not running the risk of ending up in the Hall of Blades. I like how that Demonologist made a Shadow Fiend as soon as I saw him. Nice. All right, let's exclude that off. I want to do the rest of the floor. Seems like we got a good one with a good end vault here, or at least not the worst. Started sleeping regular hours and missed like 20 games. Feels birthday, man. Well, they'll be on YouTube eventually, all of them, so it's not the end of the world. All right, I want to exclude this off too. That's the other entrance. Probably should have gone next to him to avoid getting hellfired, but I just wanted to kill him faster. Okay, so he's all hasted, so let's lamp him. I am corroded, which is curious because I don't think I took any damage, or if I did, I healed. I think we can kill this dude, though, even while corroded. Yeah, the flames do good work. Damn, dude. This priest knows how to move. Clever movements. I bet he does it again. Check it out. Oh no, this one... That's so confusing. The AI sometimes is real dumb and just walks right to you. Sometimes it's like the cleverest thing in the world and just goes down to the absolute edge of your line of sight, and you have to fight it long ways anyway, so... Sort of interesting that you can't always rely on positioning tricks. Degenerate salesman, huh? I'll have you know that cryptocurrencies are a noble thing. I am going to do this. Ah, shit. That's not good. Should I silence? I know silence doesn't affect the High Priest, but I don't care about him when he's next to me. He can't do anything except smite me. I do care about this dude who could wreck me with Crystal Spear right now. Probably enough to kill me. I think it's 102 damage. How much is it? Let's see. 3D 34, 94, 98, 102, yeah. So if I take a step away, this dude is liable to hellfire me, and I cannot get LCS'd. If I swing, I could get LCS'd and smited for a kill. I think I'm going to step away, and then I'm going to flame. Uh-oh. We could get hellfired here. I think I'm going to step here so he won't hellfire me. Okay, we will... This is dangerous as hell. I'm going to drink a heal wounds. Okay, this is much safer. Hey, Alf, how you doing, man? Oh, look, Glaive of the Guard. An actually good polearm. Sure wish I could use that. Is that a summoned mage? I guess somebody had a scroll of summoning. Let's bail. Come on. Wow. The +11 Falchion of Dick Varimpa. I don't know what that means, but it sounds really lewd. Bitch about you selling out a 30-game streak, but it's DDAr. Yeah, Rogue Shenanigans. I mean, if you type exclamation point request, then you will see that there's a little disclaimer there that says, like, I reserve the right to not do a request if it's on a streak. You know, if I think that there's a reasonable chance of it just ruining the run, I might not do it. But I mean, this is DDAR, so there are almost any number of stupid things I could do during this game and probably still win. Maybe that's foolhardy. Damn, dude. Master Archers are no joke. Uh-oh. Let's lamp. Thank you for not LCSing me, bro. There's more. It's 2 more. Killed that one, right? So that's 3 in a row. Could AB here, and I think I'm gonna. Just for a few more things in the way. LCS plus Lightning Bolt is possible here, since there's 2, but not particularly likely, and impossible now that there's only 1. So Annihilators are being really friendly. Here's a 4th one. Self-heal. I'm gonna Ice Blast him. Nice whip of venom, bro. Hey, you know, Rogue Shenanigans, you could always just bribe me to not use a Scythe. Do a little bidding war. Is that how that should work? I don't know. That certainly isn't how that should work. Well, I'm joking. I wouldn't actually do that. That feels rude to the people who paid for the Scythe run, you know? Although, Games Done Quick does something similar, where it's like people bet against each other, or bid against each other to get people to do certain things in the games. Bro. Holy crap. That large A-bomb was just wrecking me. You think it's unethical? Shave the animals. Okay, Scattershot, because there was a brimstone right there. It's good use of resources. Very happy to see this, Mr. Lightning Rod. That's valuable as hell. We can drop Flame, Pick up lightning rod. This is like the one game where I find myself wanting to keep flame for the sole purpose of making a steam bath, using the file even in the late game, but I don't think the character needs it. Whoa! Crystal Spear hits you. Okay. That was a big boy Crystal Spear. We're going to silence now. That's our out. I'll just swing on him to kill him. So that's why I say always carry silence in here if you can. Okay, there's a Phantom Mirror available. I should pick that up. I should drop this FoSk because, I mean, it's RLEC, but I have RLEC all the time now. So that's a spot. That's an inventory spot used up. Glaive of the Guard. Man, I sure wish I could use Glaive of the Guard. No, I've not done slime yet. We're about to, I think. 3 scrolls of enchant weapon. No brand weapon. Okay. There's another Scythe I might enchant up and try to brand to get something better. Is our core available? No, it's not. So doing slime will be a big pain in my ass. Although we could check some armors, I guess, for our core, although if it's like a leather armor, that's dumb. So let's say body armor and arty. Maybe the ringmail. Although as I recall, this ringmail is just conveniently located next to Oclobs, and yes, it sure is. Oh, we can drop, hell, we can drop stones. We don't need stones. If I can find them, there they are. Hey, doesn't he? If you're still here, I think we had a discussion the other day about not being sure if plants heal. They absolutely do. This one was injured before, so they do regenerate. Ouch. Just gonna let my demons handle the rest of these. Save myself some trouble, you know. Okay, that's garbage. It's worth a shot. It's worth a shot, but it's garbage. Wizards can no longer banish me, so let's just do D15 real fast. Maybe I can get my hit points back. Some of them. Some of them, anyway. Let's go to a hallway. Might be time for me to train some more polearms soon. Remember, 26 is the min delay. It's quite a lot. Shadow flickers and vanishes. Okay, send. Cool. Okay, cool. What shall we do? Hey, maybe we should swap to TSO and do a Holy Scythe run. Holy Scythe extended. really show people how it's done. Alright, so I want to go to slime, but I have no sources of our core. So my instinct is to do vaults 1 through 4 and then figure out what the hell I'm doing from there. Whoops, let's go to the staircase. Pull this dude up. There was a shadow fiend. We'll wait. Go down. Pull up. Go down. Pull up. Nice executioner, bro. Wow, nice pile of horribly dangerous demons that don't help you. I'm going to descent this. Forgot that I had descent. It's pretty good, even now. Big pile of dudes. Elves, unfortunately. We're going to try to lightning rod them. Is this thing? Yeah, resistant to electricity, damn. Damn, dude, so much damage possible as soon as this thing dies. Damn, I'm tempted to silence. I'm gonna silence. And I'm gonna, I should lamp, actually. Okay, the silence was real dumb. But that's okay. We're gonna acid is what we're gonna do. This guy. Didn't hit him. Ice Blast. Ice Blast. Done. Good. So this is the power of deep dwarfs. It's okay. Okay, yeah. The file handles it for me. I see that silence is actually available in the form of a spell. We're going to learn that. Believe it or not, we are going to be an air mage to some degree. Big deal is getting D-Missile online. I think we're going to start now. I can't think of anything else except for pole arms. I guess I'll start training it to 26. Oh gosh, air magic -3. Dang, this is horrible. Yeah, cool aptitudes. Cool. Well, I'm not allowed to use a shield, so we have to compensate somehow. We'll get it working with our 12 int and terrible aptitudes. Farm in the abyss if we have to. I tell you, I'm not going into Zot. Not without D-Missile up. There's an abyss, there's a way. Yeah. Whatever, I'm swapping to Che. That's how I'll do it. Problem is, shields are not just useful against ranged. You know, I'd be taking less damage here if it wasn't for my lack of a shield, even from melee. Unironically swap Che? No. No, 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 no. I moved behind that, what are they called? Sentinel? Because I didn't want to get shot with bolts anymore. Getting my credit card out. I don't believe you. Suspicious. Nice. Okay, let's back off. Let's tap through all this stuff. Scythe's not bad in a hallway. Anything works well in a hallway, though. Hey, there's some massive dragon scales. So our defenses will be crap. But boy, we will have some hardcore. Alright, come on. I'm gonna lamp this stuff. Oh, sweet. For once, lamp doesn't do me dirty. How do we kill TRJ with a freaking scythe? Do we have nets? Yeah, we have 5. It's going to be ugly, but I think we can do it. "52 slots. Is there anything I can drop?" Oh, actually, come to think of it, we could try and evo a little more, and then vuln TRJ, and then perhaps para him, or even enslave. Or polymorph, if I really want to meme. Do you guys want to see the TRJ polymorph meme? It's very bad. It's a bad meme. But we could do it. Yeah, you can mirror TRJ. You don't need to vuln first. It just makes the mirror last longer. Well, it's gonna lamp, but it's not charged. Of course you want to see TRJ poly. Problem is, it's not actually an optimal strat pretty much ever. So I don't think I would do it for any reason other than just to screw around. Lamp these guys. Alright, Mr. Haste. This is dangerous. Please don't step on the Zot trap. Trying to keep this... Ah! He just walked right on it. I was trying to keep that tile free, but they decided to meme me. Thankfully, I didn't get owned by it. Imagine taking damage from Yaktar melee as a deep dwarf. Well, man. The lack of a shield is certainly something, okay? Wow, that boggart doesn't want to die. There we go. I'm gonna ammo all this stuff. I'm going to lamp as well. Okay, we'll explode these dudes. Not bad. I'll probably go straight to slime after I finish this floor. Who paid you for a scythe for this run, Monster Racer? That would be that would be Alf and Envy, lovely Envy. Oh, we're slow. I don't want to be slow. We can fight all this while slow, though. Yes, even while it's hasted. How are you doing, Monster Racer? Haven't seen you on my stream in a while. Good to see you again. Hey, it's my buddy Boris. We should be able to melee him down, but we're gonna need Senv. Oh crap! Ah, damn. Here, often just lurking. I see. What's holy word? Alright, buddy. You do have Iron Shot. I should not be trying to do this while slow. That's crazy. Let's drink a cancel. Self-heal. Self-heal. Self-heal, my god. You don't resist fire, what am I doing? I am outraged, sir, at your resilience. We will meet again, he says. I don't doubt it. Surprised that Boris is giving me trouble, but when you're using a scythe, anything can happen. He was wearing a robe of resistance, but the oh yeah, it doesn't list out the resistances when it's from an item. Oops. Okay, we get some by Suzanne. Should be able to just duke it out with her, right? Except freaking Menace is behind her. Wow. That's something. Alright. I could enslave her and see how she goes, how she does against Menace, but that would require... Well, could I enslave her? 16%? Nah. I need to burn a Vuln. Happy to fight her. I'm not happy to fight Menace. Not together. Okay. I'm just going to wait for those hydras to go away. Pull her up. Do not have the lamp, unfortunately, but we should be able to melee her. We have a lot of might and agility, but I'm just going to be stingy and try to go for it here. Am I in water? Yeah, I am. Oh, she's owning me. Okay, why don't we acid her and then ice blast her to finish her off. Not in water yet. There we go. Done. I see that there is a +4 Storm Dragon scale, which I think will give me more AC overall and more EV. And remember, we already have RF++ from other things, so I don't really need to be in plate of RF. Is Menace going to be here? Wow. An Orc Knight who's actually causing me damage. In vaults. Now that is something. Alright, here's our buddy. He has a Trishula, which I'd like to swap to. And a large shield with our core on it. Wow. Which I would also like to swap to. Him we're going to want to use some resources for. First I'm going to make some boxes. Maybe 3 of them. Shout for him. Have the boxes do a little something. How much haste do I have? 8? Yeah, let's haste. Let's agility. I should have done this first. And might. We have so much, I might as well use them. It's probably overkill. It is overkill, actually, by far, but that's okay. Maybe I can get my hit points back here without burning perma-mana. Alright, so we pop on the Acid Dragon scales, we get our core, our defenses become crappy, but at least we're resistant to corrosion. We go into this pits of slime. pull this up. Wouldn't it be nice if MockLib had healed me off that? Hey guys, let's start using lightning. I could pull these guys up, but it's not necessary. I was really hoping lightning would do more. Why don't we file pop a flying? Am I technically on water? No, I'm not. Okay, then we'll just swing. Order the elemental to take down my cursed foe here. 2 of them, dang. Alright, that's not bad. Could be worse. Down. Down. Let's go up and down this one. Wow, okay. Alright. I'm just gonna swing. I'll risk the mutation. We get magical capacity low. It's okay. Down this one. What's better, +9 double sword of a lick or double sword of slicing? If the double swords are both +9, I personally would go for the slicing. In the early game, I suppose Elec is probably better. Nice. Did we get mutated again? No, we didn't. Ice blast him to death. Unfortunately, there's a second one. I am going to lamp of fire and hope that it tags him. It absolutely does not. Your vision blurs. Adorable. That's actually very bad. Also, I am freaking corroded. How much mutation do we have? 5. We'll drink it. Vision sharpens. Okay, that's good. We're resistant to mutation now, so that's very good. Let's pull this stuff up. Keep fighting it bit by bit. We'll try the other staircase again. Pull this stuff up. Don't want to fight too many at the same time. Even in this crappy armor, we can do okay. Cool. Down we go. Down we go. Okay. Let's think about what we're going to do to kill TRJ, because honestly I haven't put a ton of thought into it. We really could go for the poly plan. It'd be cute. I'm fairly partial to enslave. And just have him fight his own spawns. There he is right now. Hey, buddy. Let's walk up to this one and fight him. We got shoutitis, that's fine. Poly is looking like a non-comedy option on this character almost. I mean, we do have a scroll summoning though, and we are MockLib, so I can make a Greater Servant. It's just the lack of a shield makes melee with TRJ look a bit unfun. Wow, okay. Let's pull this up. Whoops, I don't want to go into the acid. Let's look for a different downstairs. We are not provided with one. I'm going to magic map. My suspicions are confirmed that we're going to have to go down another staircase. Yeah. Hopefully we can actually get to it. Wow, you know what? Let's enslave this dude. He'll be helpful. Is there anything down here? I see there's an azure. This guy, we'll just tab him. Do not get mutated further, that's good. Cool. A lot of shining eyes, but not too many bad mutations ever since the one. Now we have all 3 staircases available. He just tried to mutate me. Did he succeed? No, he did not. So I'm going to carefully keep this thing between me and him. Won't even attack it. Okay. Let's see what's behind door number 3, yeah? Should be able to melee this thing down, but there's 2 of them, damn. We should lamp, I guess. Pull it up. I'm going to scattershot. Probably didn't need to do that, but there was some kind of resource I'd have to use, probably. You know what the fear spell actually does? It plays trillions of Archvile alert sounds. Are we talking about DCSS or something else? Because in DCSS it's the same as a fear scroll, except less spell power, unless you're really high hexes, at which point it's more spell power. Slowly but surely we are clearing this stuff out. And I'm actually maintaining my hit points a little bit while doing it, which is the real surprising part. Fear Scroll casts Fear at maximum spell power? I didn't know that. Interesting. The more you know. There's a spell power cap below 200. Alright, there's the royal jelly. Let's just try this out. 24%, it works. But we need something for him to fight. He's gonna go hostile real soon. Damn it. Got a blink. I should just fight him. This is dumb. I mean, I could keep doing this, but we've already cleared out too much of the floor, probably. Yeah, okay. We're gonna haste. We're gonna agi. We're gonna might. I'm not gonna polymorph. It's cute, but unnecessary. Wait a minute. Hold on. We're gonna try to use up our wand. It's not working. But man, if we can get him enslaved now. Wow, okay. Memed. Just didn't work. Okay, forget it. We're just going to copy him. We have 3 more nets. We'll just wreck him. It's fine. Gonna use the lamp of fire. Seriously? We use the lamp and it actually makes our TRJ hostile. That's hilarious. Okay. It shot it down here for no particularly good reason. We're just going to kill TRJ and blink the hell out of here, basically. Thankfully, the other TRJ is not screwing around. There we go. It's done. I'm just going to blink now. My maximum safety strats. I don't know what I was worried about with all those nets. Oh yes, we are indeed corroded. Oops. Okay. Will this be a living one? Like a real one? Yes, it is. Good. The fake ones will not heal you under MockLab. How to fight TRJ.AIFF. Wouldn't say that was the perfect TRJ fight, considering I was dicking around trying to get the enslave on him. I burned through a whole wand for no particularly good reason. Just because I had a lack of confidence in my melee abilities. Oops, got rotted again. There's the rune. Identifying these weapons in case they're minus tele. Psycho spiders, that's great. Identify, summoning, which is what I should have used probably. Book. A net. I'd like to have nets, 2 of them. Some more stuff down here. I seriously doubt this amulet could possibly be any good compared to our existing one, but check it out. It's actually quite nice, but we don't need it. This ring is not something we need. Although I'm going to take it with me. We might wear it for the arpoise, I suppose. Any brand weapon? No. I bet this is a fake one. No, it was real. Hey buddy, you want to make my 16 corrosion go away? Huh. Well, that was interesting. Interesting slime, not bad. Cool. Let's go to vaults, I guess. Actually, I'm going to wear this ring instead of protection, just to have our poison all the time and the ability to make myself go invisible. That's worth 3 points of AC, I think. Especially since we're going to be in the Storm Dragon scale instead. Looking to replace these rings, you know, plus 3 AC is quite nice, but I believe we can do better. Indeed, I should probably buy this evasion. This character, being a AC-centric guy, is going to get a lot more mileage out of 3 points of EV than 3 points of AC, in my opinion. Pretty sure, anyway. So we lose 6 AC, we gain 3 EV, and we gain our poise. Seems okay. We got air to 5, we got charms to 8. If I take off this crap, I see we have a ring of wizardry. I bet you I can cheese my way. I bet you I can cheese my way into casting D-Missile already. It's lame as hell, but we can do it. Feel very safe for missiles. Wonderful. So I wore a ring of wizardry and a staff of wizardry, and I took off my body armor to make that happen. That's a whole dance, but, you know, what can I do? Oh, STG had a question, how is DrTm? It's okay. I mean, like any transmuter, it sucks on D1, but as soon as you get to level 2, you win because you have sticks to snakes. It's a fun background. It feels sort of awkward because you end up in stat form, I guess, which, you know. No, Monster Racer, I'll probably just do it manually. Until I train enough that that's not necessary anymore. But hey, we have a very low spell power D-Missile now, which I bet will drop in like 2.5 seconds, milliseconds. Tab, tab, tab. Why don't we go into a slightly more crowded with walls type space. Man, we are reaping this group. Damn. I have great news. Once in a long while, we can swing at 0.9 speed now. I know it's incredible. We already ran out of our D-Missile. Oh my gosh. Alright. Macro, lowercase p. Wow, I don't even know how to do this. This is so dumb, I'm not doing this. Just where the wizardry, where the other wizardry, CM. Feel very safe for missiles. That's not so bad. This should not be possible, for the record. I don't know exactly what the solution is, but you should not be able to just swap armor like this. Oh my god, it cancels so fast. But like the problem is that it is the optimal thing to do. And it's such an obvious sort of exploit. So I mean, it's like you're very incentivized to do it. Although I'm even more incentivized to train some more stuff. So I don't have to do that anymore. Corroded. Okay, okay, buddy, we'll put Senv on. Man, if we had Glaive of the Guard, if we were allowed to use that, we would have Senv all the time. Wouldn't that be nice? No, D-Missile doesn't actually take... you're not understanding how D-Missile works. It doesn't actually expire with time. It expires after being hit. You know, so there's like a chance of it expiring every time it blocks a shot. So it actually lasts forever. Which is one of the reasons why this trick is so busted. This is quite a pack here. Should be able to tab this actually. I'm going to kill the Etten. There we go. Tab, tab, tab. Tab, 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 tab. Pretty decent spot to tab in, I guess. Have we finally hit our stride? Swap to send. Kill the Harpy Simulacrum. Kill the Stone Giant Simulacrum. And by Simulacrum I mean skeleton. Stone Giant Zombie too. Getting owned by these guys. So beefy. Okay. Sadly we are hurt. I know that D-Missile is down, but I just cannot countenance doing this anymore. These swaps. If it was just taking the armor off, perhaps. Let's lamp. But the game is just hell-bent on making me do swaps no matter what I do, by sending invis enemies after me. Let's lightning rod this dude. Did we get him? Damn. I don't think we got him. There he is. Ice Blast. Ice Blast. Close the door. Let this guy come to me. See invisible. Cool. Oop, take this off. Down we go. Take a look at the items on the floor first. Nothing important. Found something. It's a bazaar. We have a good amount of gold. Well, no, 673 is not that much. It's not nothing, though. And we may find more. I would magic map, but alas, we don't have any. We're slow, but not for long. Stately tolling of a very distant bell. Our deep dwarf senses might tell us where it is. Very distant over here as well. Who heroed server here? Or Harad? What are you talking about, 404? Distant bell, okay, we're closer over here. Classic wild name reservations came out today. Ah, I see, I see. Alright, there's something invisible. This thing. So much invis. Sure you guys don't want to let me swap the glaive at the guard? Hey, make sure you register rosecrypto.com for me, 404. Run around with that. I'd let you, but no has bits, yeah. Hey, a glaive is kind of like a scythe, right? Slightly oddly shaped scythe. Okay, I think we found the bazaar. There it is. Okay, a bunch of rations. The short bow of honesty, if I scroll down, you can see that. Blinking, teleport, good. There's an acquirement for sale, which I can actually afford. Guess we buy the acquirement. And the buffs, or the escape tools, teleport, blink. Nice try, Malcolm. Thanks, Flood Killer. We actually could acquire weapon and hope for Scythe of Curses or Scythe of Finisher, but that seems very unlikely to work. Probably best if we just keep acquiring armor, or even jewelry. A ring could be interesting, but now armor's the play. It's a hat. Just a hat of MR. We don't need that. Indeed, getting close to the part where I can drop the Pro Magic entirely. Down to 69%. 36 with only one wizardry, okay. It's not bad. Not bad at all. That means I can drop my Wiz Ring. Okay, I see that Air Magic costs less to train, even at -3 aptitude, than Charms, so we'll train a little more of that. Probably help if I wear my Scythe, huh? Having to slow down for ogre packs. Oh, the humanity. At least 15 arcane. I could go further, but this guy needs a really unfortunate amount of polearms training to get to Mendeley, so we're going to that. Also, I really want D-Missile at a decent amount of spell power, so we're training for that as well, since I'm forced to live without a shield. It's just really important, so I don't get pizzoned by clown pies. It did occur to me the other day that a character can get so thoroughly owned by clown pies because, okay, so they have silence, and I keep thinking of like new ways they can combo that with stuff. So they do minus potion, and then let's say like there's two of them. One of them minus potions you, one of them silences you. Now you can't drink cancellation to get the silence off, you know. And then let's say they just poly you next turn, and you're basically dead, you know. Just takes all your resources away. It's ridiculous. Okay, so where are our Storm Dragon scales? Where are our Scythe? It's not really a new realization. I hadn't thought about it for a while, and I think I got annoyed about it all over again. I guess I probably brought this up as soon as they came out, but I was just trying to think of situations that could still screw a Zen character who's vitalized and immune to, by being vitalized, they're basically immune to the stat damage, and by being Zen, they can't be polymorphed. But it's like, even without those two things, there's still nonsense RNG that just sort of ruins your character. Alright, we're done with vaults, except for vaults 5, and we'll probably do crypts. Although maybe I should save it for if I decide to do the true meme and swap to TSO. I mean, I'm just kidding, I'm not going to do that. This interaction is 100% intended based on conversations I've had. How did you manage to talk to Gamma Funk? I thought he had you blocked for not kowtowing to him hard enough. This was before he blocked you, I see. Did he ever explain himself as to why you're blocked? I know he never does. This is like a joke question. Let's go down, let's go up. It's because you dare to speak to me. And I am the actual devil, apparently, so. Let's go up. I see that we did not get constricted. That's what I was hoping for. Okay, taking a small amount of damage here. I think I'm going to just dip into the crypts real fast to get my hit points back. Maybe that'll work. Cool. What was that flash? That was D-missile going down. Okay. Go up now. I did not mean to take this staircase. This is the one without the convenient chokes. This is the one we want. It's almost perfect. Okay, we'll wear Staff of Wizardry. Cast D-missile. Hey Wesley, the stream is going fine. I've been bribed to use a Scythe on this character, which ordinarily I wouldn't do, but this is a DDAr, so he's quite strong. So we're making it happen. We're making it happen at great expense. Thank you, Wesley. Yeah, we are getting pretty close to the world record. I believe in you to make it all the way. Well, part of it's luck, and perhaps the hardest game is coming up next. Let's go into Crypt to heal up a little more. But after I do that one, after I do the Formicid Fire Elementalist, we're... I don't want to say home free, because that'll just jinx it, but it's pretty good. Okay, let's fog, because there was a flayed ghost there. But yeah, I do appreciate the vote of confidence, Wesley. It's very nice of you. Well, I'm literally just using this as like a blood bank to heal from, but it's not working out so well. We actually lost a bit in that fight, mostly because I was being silly about injury mirror, so let's not do that this time. There we go. Oops. Again. It's these revenants, man. What's the plan for if I manage to throw somehow? I don't know. That's a great question. I'm probably not gonna try the streak again. It's just too much time investment. Haven't really thought about it. I might start streaming other roguelikes. This is gonna become a fitness channel. I'm gonna stream myself bodybuilding on camera, and then I'm gonna get my Twitch account banned for showing too much skin. I'll have to put like pasties over my nipples, because apparently male nipples are not allowed on Twitch. Okay, how about you? What kind of book do you have? You have Iron Shot. Wow. Wow, okay. I'm gonna Holy Word, because I'm slowed and he's hasted. Specifically male nipples? Well, I don't think they would allow a female either, but then again, I guess those kinds of streamers tend to get a pass for You know, that lovely uneven terms of service enforcement, you know. Look the other way if they're making money for the platform. Everybody, it's like an open secret. Everybody knows that the terms of service are not enforced equally, but what can you do about it, you know? Was crypt the area that leads to tomb? Yes, tone hack. It exists in vaults. Oh, that's poison. We don't want poison. So we got Khufu here. Is Khufu resistant to electricity? Yeah, he is. That's a shame. I'm literally just in here. I'll say this again. I'm in here because I wanted to get my hit points back. And stuff keeps spawning that's sort of stopping that from happening. Okay, we'll lamp. That's what we'll do. He'll burn to death, I think, if enough time passes. And I'll get tormented like a billion times, perhaps. Frederick, huh? Do I want to burn another holy word? It seems goofy. I wish I had acid. That would be the real magic. Either in a cloud form or just a wand. Yeah, tone hack. As a deep dwarf, you only regain hit points through kills. He's actually not resistant to fire, so if he chooses not to torment me, which he might not, he will just die to the flames, and now I can hit him with the scythe. I can sacrifice mana to heal myself. Permanent mana, yes. I could also drink potions and things. Okay, he went down. Yeah, that's the price for them being so powerful. Also, Tone, you'll find this interesting perhaps. I, of course, would not be using a scythe because scythes are the worst weapon in the game, but I was bribed into doing it, so this is kind of a challenge run, even if it is perhaps the most powerful combo in the game. Vampires in Golden Crown Hotel. I haven't played that. Sounds cool, though. Okay, can I have my hit points back? Yeah, I can. All right. Well, we'll go back to Vaults 5 now. Heavily influenced by DCSS. Interesting. Hey, it's Boris again. He just has a regular +2 robe now, not resistance, so we'll do this and it'll actually work a little better. Very simplified. I suppose that's something that DCSS could use. Let's just swing on him. He was clever and did a bolt of cold to clear the fire in front of him. I probably should have stepped up to stop him from just moving in, but that's fine. Do I like Tome? I've played Tome. It struck me as a little simpler than DCSS. I didn't hate it, but I was playing it in a virtual machine, and for whatever reason it was really, really slow, which I know I can't blame on the game. I don't know. I'd need to play it more to have a more nuanced opinion on it. I would need to at least win it. You know, unlike certain people, I'm not prepared to hold forth on a game in detail until I've at least beaten it. For the most part. If I put a ton of hours into it, then maybe. For example, like a game like Darkest Dungeon, you could play that for a couple hours and probably have all the experience in it that you need. It lurks below on stream, maybe. Okay, time to do our little dance again. We take off the Storm Dragon scales, we put on the Staff of Wizardry, Casty Missile, wear our armor again, and go back into the crypts actually to get our hit points back. Yeah, you've been talking about having me play It Lurks Below for a little while, Wesley. I'll have to do that sometime. Dynas just beat TGGW. Man, are you referring to the optimality of my my sort of branch dancing here? Not even stair dancing, just branch dancing. We have a lot of enchant weapon available. 3, 4, 5. And there's a different Scythe available. It's a Venom. So if we could rebrand that perhaps, it's +1, it would become +6. So we could we'd have some fun with that perhaps. Damn, this is a lot of stuff. I see that we lost our D missile. Oh my god, I can't cast it, you guys. There we go. Yeah, man, it's certainly something. All right, there is a hatch. Ordinarily, I really hate taking hatches down here, but we have this sort of horrifying situation where it's two high priests. They can do 60 damage a pop. Another 60 damage from this Quicksilver Dragon. An Ice Dragon that could just shove me off any of these staircases. Another, I don't know, 65 damage, probably less because of GDAr from the big rock that this boy throws. This guy can shoot me too for more damage, maybe 30. It's not good, it adds up. So we're going to take the hatch and we're going to see how that goes. It's a pretty good spot. I'm going to burn some consumables. Agi might. I'll burn a haste too. We'll just go to work in here. See, we got confused. Thank you, Tarantella. Summoned Tarantella, even. Okay, tap through all this stuff. Now that buffing was probably overkill, but it's best not to. It's perhaps better not to roll the dice, you know. Still have might here. Wow, dude. Gonna play it this way, are we? Okay. This is not bad. That was pretty cool, in fact. What do Artificers get? Only the best stuff in the game. Artificers start with a short sword, I think, and almost no training in anything except for evocations. And they have 3 wands. One is random effects, one is flame, and one is enslave, and you get 15 charges of each. So essentially, Artificers let you bypass the BS RNG of the early game. Lightning Draconian is, I mean, it's obviously it's all opinion, but if I had to pick a Draconian that I disliked the most, that would probably be it. Trying to kill this mage so I can get my other ring back on. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, if you're an Artificer, you can just use your little short sword for all the popcorn, and then anything that's completely non-trivial, you know, you don't have to take the risk. You just zap them a little bit, you know, and it's enough to get you. I would say 100% of the time, it's enough to get you, if used properly, to the temple. And once you're in the temple, now you've got God support, and you should be able to, you know, survive. No, it's not terrible STG, it's just the breath is not reliable, that's all. I mean, it's nice having Arlek. I just would probably, for the most part, pretend you don't have breath, because it'll hit you sometimes, I mean, you could cheese it a little bit to deal with hard monsters, but for the most part, it's just lame as hell. Oh my god. Abominations are just consistently owning me. Here's a cloak. Hey, cloak of poison resist. That means I can drop this ring. I can wear Synv all the time, which makes me real happy. We can also drop Pro Magic because we've got enough MR that we are, from the single amulet, we have enough MR on account of being a deep dwarf that, well, ancient liches can't touch us. I don't think. Let me make sure. Yep, 0%. Yeah, DDAr is absolutely the most consistent win because they start with self-heals as well. And they have the damage shaving. And it's just very hard to screw them up on account of the fact that, like, even in the mid-game, which should be free anyway if you know what you're doing, for the most part, but in the mid-game, you have to worry less about item RNG because of the fact that their MR is so high. You're unlikely to get, like, pizzoned by an MR threat that you weren't expecting, that you perhaps auto-explored into. Man, this fight's lasting so long and we're killing so much stuff that I thought maybe I could use my lamp again, but I think we're just going to use clouds. Okay. Wow, the plus 12 Rapier of Lumpy Yaks. What could possibly make a yak lumpy? That seems, I feel bad for the yak. Why is he so lumpy? I'm not going to use such a weapon, but, you know, if I did, I would have serious questions about it. Strength. XL24. This is a good choke point. The cloud we got was the worst, but it is doing some work for us. And as I'm killing things, oh boy. Wow, nice hellfire. Guess we'll have to be in a kill hole like this now. Bad case of mange. So it's the hair that's lumpy, not the yak himself, right? I could see that. Very interested in these yaks. Thinking about those yaks. Alright, that's a plus 11 plate armor with int plus 7 on it. God damn. Wow, that's strictly better in every single way except for EV. And only by 1. That's outrageous. You can use on a draconian transmuter anything you want, really. I mean, you're not going to see me recommend anything other than Gozag for optimality on most combos. Draconian Fire Elementalist. Yeah, I mean, you could go Gozag there. You could go Sif Muna. I don't recommend going Vehement because Vehement just kind of sucks. Wow, RF plus, Arpoise, MR plus ring. That'd be pretty sweet on a different character. But yeah, I mean, if you're just trying to learn the game, why don't you just go like Sif Muna or possibly Ashen Zari and just like play as a real caster, you know? Alright, I'm going to do something real fast. This is real goofy, but we found brand weapon, and we have a Scythe lying around. I don't want to give up my electric Scythe because it's passable. A real caster, I just mean like a caster that focuses on being a caster, you know. Got slicing, that's the one I wanted. Like a, well, not necessarily a blaster caster. With Sif Moon or Ashen Zari, you can do whatever you want. Gozag is an FE. Yeah, you do have to cheese a lot more Conjure Flame. You have to train a lot more spellcasting than you'd like. Wow, I did not have R-Core. I came down here to grab an enchant weapon. So we have a scythe of electricity, and now we have a scythe of slicing. I'd rather have the slicing, I think, but one's +6 and one's +9. I think in this case I'm going to defer to the bonus in terms of what I should be using. But what we'll do is we'll turn our pickup back on for enchant weapon. Let's go back to VSFi. We haven't actually cleared it. And who knows, maybe Scythe of Curses will be in there and we can meme even harder than we're already memeing. Nice. Should be able to tab the rest of this to some degree. Is that a phantom mirror? Yeah, it was. Yeah, slicing will do slightly more damage to R-like enemies, but I suspect it does less to everything else. 1 to 3 damage more. Yeah, right. Okay, that is a hasted ancient lich. Make a greater demon. Please don't double LCS me, bro. The greater demon was hostile. That was a 16% chance, so I can't complain too much. That's a reasonable chance. If 7 scrolls are removed curse, should I go Ash's Scythe? Have you found any more books yet, STG? I mean, Scythe is going to more reliably give you spells, and if you're trying to learn the game, that can be a lot of fun, because, hey, we have a manual of charms, sweet. You know, you get to try out all these different spells. You don't have to stay as a fire elementalist, you know. Yeah, just go Scythe, in my opinion. Okay, do we know his book yet? We actually don't, wow. Let's File of Floods him. He's going to come straight for me. Do a Box of Beasts. I don't want to mess around with a possibility of Crystal Spear two times in a row. I guess we'll acid him. Okay, we got him. Seems like a lot of resources to use, but remember he can do 288 damage if he decides to get really frisky. Okay, I think now if I take off my body armor, 54%, that's not bad. And we're training more charms, so I had to use my wizardry there, but I think that's the last time we'll need it, so I'm going to drop it. I see the plate armor with its int +7 actually is not letting me cast in the plate armor yet. What a shame. But hey, the manual helps. Are there any other charms I would want? Nah, not really. Regen if I was not a deep dwarf, but... Yeah, Wesley, I like it. I'm just maybe not as okay with a hasted one. I mean, I like the idea of a 144 damage isn't really that bad, because it forces you to deal with the situation in like a this could kill me at any moment if I drop below this hit point total type situation. Whereas 288 seems a bit unfair. I mean, I guess you could reset the fight at that point. You know, it's just like it's a thing where you should be using resources. I mean, I actually kind of like it, to be honest, because it causes deaths to the player that sort of feel unfair, but they're not unfair, is the thing. And I really like that kind of mechanic, because as the player gets better, they realize, well, you know, I could have done this, this, and this to stop that from happening. This is also the same reason why I hate the new clown pies, because, well, they have the opposite, you know, it's like it feels unfair, and it pretty much is unfair, you know. Because like the liches really cannot do their thing to you. You can't auto-explore into a lich and have him do 288 damage to you. It's not possible. Because he has to haste first. You know, he could do 144, maybe, if he's real lucky. But I mean, even a Spriggan can have more hit points than that. It is hostile to learning players, but I think that is the nature of DCSS. I don't think that DCSS is necessarily a game that is meant to be super duper easy to master, and that's, I think, part of the appeal, is the fact that it's considered tough as nails to win a game of any roguelike, but especially, well, not any roguelike, but DCSS especially. Counting for the highest possible damage is a chore. Okay, but I mean, how do you design this game? Dude, what the hell is this? I've been wandering around here like a madman. Okay, there is a way out of here. It's just really hard to tell because there's green crystal walls everywhere. Alright, I'm not blind. There's an exit right here. But yeah, I mean, it's a chore, but how would you design the game that winning is not, you know, because it's like any high-level play at almost anything is going to feel like a chore sometimes. I don't mind it. I mean, I think that's part of the fun, where it's like, well, I can take this much damage, and I got lazy and I decided to just risk it, and boom, I died. You know, you don't feel like you got screwed in that situation. You just feel like you messed up. You know. Presents us dealing like half that almost always. Well, the problem with that is absolutely a quality of life feature that needs to be added to the game. You know, if I XV this Iron Brand Convoker, you know, frankly, any of these spells, if they did damage directly, they should say how much they can do. If it says it can hit for 20 plus Dire Flail, frankly, there should be a little thing. I mean, why isn't there like a little parenthesis here? Dire Flail has this much base damage, you know? It's the range that bothers you? No, I think that is core, absolutely core to the DCSS experience. I think that the whole thing with DCSS is that it's hugely variable what can happen from one fight to the same fight again. So it's all about resetting until the RNG goes your way and conserving your resources in the process of doing that. So I don't think it's bad, personally. But, I mean, your mileage may vary, I suppose. I do think that if you changed that, you'd end up with a different game. Let's do ye old cryptos. Let's raid the cryptocurrencies. Would you be okay with a monster that dealt 1 to 200 damage as long as it was clear to the player that that happens? Yes. Well, no, not 200. Not unless it was affected by a resistance. That actually already exists, man. And there are multiple ways to reduce that damage. It's Nicola. 5 to 264 damage, but it would have to arc to you like a billion times, which is not possible if you put allies around you. It can't do that much if you have RLX, so on and so forth. Well, Clown Pies are different, though. Clown Pies can hit you like one time, you auto-explore into it, it's just boom, and if they get the right effect on you, and then the right cascading series of effects on you, it doesn't matter what your character has. You just lose. So my issue there is very different, I think. This is interesting. I could get... what's this ghost got? 50 plus Vampiric. We're going to Clouds and hope for Acid. Negative, really, bro? Okay. Holy word. Acid through to kill the... to kill the Cursed Skull. Are they removing Food Clock and Trunk? I don't know, are they? I doubt it. They're married to Food Clock, man. Does that sound like a fun process to you, Floodkiller asks? I'm not really necessarily making a comment about whether it's fun or not. I'm making a comment about whether or not that is the core of DCSS, and I would make the argument that it is. I think that if you took that process away, you would end up with an entirely different game. You know, a game like Tome, and this is not like a value judgment on which of these games is better or which thing is better. It's just a statement on how the games are. Generally, my understanding is in Tome, you don't reset fights that much. Oh my god, this ghost does not want to die. Also, I'm in shallow water. I should flight. Are you serious, man? Okay, self-heal, swing, swing. This thing has lived an outrageous amount of time. There we go. Enchant weapon on the Scythe. Let's identify this hat. It's probably no good, but it might be. Yeah, invisible. Meh. But yeah, I mean, again, I just think you'd be building a different game. I think that as tedious as it is, you have to understand that I think that the people who are interested in DCSS don't find that to be unfun, you know? I mean, you could solve this problem to some degree simply by making GDR affect those things so that it does reduce it some guaranteed amount. That might be a nice middle ground, you know, I don't know. Okay, I'm pretty sure we're doing more damage to most things with a +8 Scythe of slicing, so we're going to go with that. Hope we find one more, though. I think we're gonna attack northways. My box beast died. Okay, he's got a flayed ghost. I'll just kill him. Goes away. Interesting, interesting, Wesley. So what would be an example of the former that exists in DCSS right now, in your opinion? Nulls are a great example in the early game. Well, nulls feel like bullshit to me, honestly. To some degree, if you get them on D1 and they have a net or a potion of berserk, you know, the ZXC special, perhaps both, or might, I guess. I think he's what he had. I see. Let's clouds these guys. Wow, you're just going to slow me. Okay, but that's stone arrows, so... Good thing there was a bat nearby. I think he could have made some different choices that game to make that situation a little easier and not require the bat. Oh, Tonehag. ZXC is this guy who's very good at streaking DCSS, and he has this game on YouTube, you should look it up, where he was a draconian fire elementalist, and he just had this really dumb D1 where there was a null with both a net and a potion of might, and he ended up having to run away from it. He ended up having to run away from it by using a bat to get between him and the null. Okay. Flayed Ghost doesn't want to die to my Scythe. Boris, oh man, come on, Boris. I have to blink. Sadly, I actually have to blink, because he could Iron Shot me. I have to blink again, that's okay. We have about 1 billion blinking, so this is actually not as much of a waste as it seems like, since we're likely to run out of time for blinking to be valuable before we run out of blinking. This is our 3rd Boris, by the way. You know, ZXC from the Cogmind community. Yeah, I think he essentially stopped playing DCSS after he got tired of streaking. He only streaked up to 33 wins. In fact, his streak is still active. So he could come back and beat my record once I take this, if he wanted to, perhaps. But he only streaked up to 33, and I think this is because technically that's how many wins Elliptic had without bugs. But I'm trying to beat the whole record, even the bugged games. You'd be surprised if he ever continued that streak. Why do you say that? Does he hate DCSS now or something? Is he just burned out forever? It's kind of cool that it's still active, you know, in my opinion. The record before Elliptic was TeCj and I with 32. Oh, is that the real reason? Am I messing up my lore here? Alright, he actually turned off my D-missile, so let's put it back on. 36. Not bad. That's without wizardry, I'm just taking off my plate armor. Elliptic and ZXC got their streaks at the same time. ZXC's streak contains bugged games. Ah, that is new. That is new lore for me. Interesting. Oh boy, it's this vault. Okay. Let's make a big boy demon. A couple of them. Those are not good big boy demons, but okay. We'll dig these liches out. Get out of line of sight of these traps. I see that we've got a Shadow Fiend, so I'm going to teleport away and hopefully it... Okay, good. It triggers before it torments me. Just melee this lich. He goes down. Slimes and acid damage are a great example of damage that can surprise you but isn't a single one-off random element. Well, that has to do with the corrosion, I think. And honestly, I mean, I don't know about that, Wesley. They can do 81 damage or 82 if they decide to hit twice. Yet you don't have our core. Okay, let's just step in. I'm okay with being marked. Interesting. I'm trying to trigger the the vault here. There's a thing that opens that up for me. I guess it happens down here. If I have a port, I can cheese it. Yeah, I'm not going to use Bloodlust. We're stuck using a Scythe. Zerking with the Scythe sounds very, I don't know about that. There's our core, and how many times the min is the max? Oh, acid blob mobs that show up in slime. I see, I see. Well, that's fair, because you can generally know enough to get away from them, you know? I want to kill these liches without buffing up. Close the door. Unmarked, that's fine. What book do you have? You could have Crystal Spear, I guess. I'm going to roll the dice. Probably shouldn't roll the dice. Ah, that was a Bolt of Acid. Aha, it is Crystal Spear. I should stop rolling the dice. Let's blink away. Step away. Drink Brilliance. Oh, my gosh, I dropped all my Brilliance to save inventory space. What a shame. Okay, it's box time. Ice Blast to finish this. Swing on this thing. Nice. Alright, boxes. That's a fine use of boxes. That's fine. Okay, drop the Pro Fire. I'd like to use EOS. Actually, I don't want to use EOS, but perhaps would be better than the Scythe. Definitely with a shield. Bloodlust would be cool, but Star Rage is borderline suicidal, so we shouldn't use it. And honestly, this amulet we're using now is way better with the Arlec, so forget that. So no loot. No loot from here. What a shame. Perhaps I should have checked all that before burning boxes doing this, but it's fine. Is Crazy Youth in this run? I don't think so. That does remind me, though, that I want to go back. If he is, go let him out. I don't think he's here, or else the game would have told me, like it would be on Control O. Crazy Youth, it's weird, I don't see him very often. Remember these guys? Alright, D12. I'm just clearing out ghosts and exclusions and blah 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 blah, you know. Okay, that's D12. D14 is our friend. Okay, so we've done crypts, vaults, slime, elf. Seems like we're done here. We just gotta go into depths and win. See him almost every game? Wow. Not me. What a weird entrance to depths. This is very strange. My D-missile has dropped. Okay, let's take off the plate. Let's cast D-missile, wear the plate. I want to grab my Brilliance Potions, because suddenly they're useful. I might be able to cast Silence, is why I was groping for them. And then I was very sad that I had dropped them, just to save inventory space. There's the last one. Oh, I don't want to kill my friend. By the way, we have Boots of Running, so it's very easy to juke him. Wow, D-missile immediately goes down. Cute. Put it back on. Goes down again. Oh man. It's okay, we can tap through all this stuff even without it, I think. It is a little frustrating how fast it disappears, though. Okay, cast again. Feel very safe from missiles, great. Gold Dragon Zombie. Cool thing is, whoops, that's a crappy dig. Waste of a dig scroll. Oops, oops. Can we melee this? Alright, we'll do that. Should have opened perhaps with the lamp. Ah, this is a wizard vault of some sort. I think there's going to be books or maybe hats in here. Demissile. You know, perhaps I should be wearing like an Archmage robe, if such a thing exists this game, instead of just taking off the body armor. Ah, it is hats. Elect does more damage versus non-Arlec enemies. That's fine. The things I'm most afraid of at this point are Arlec, like Ancient Liches, so I'm cool with this. How about this ghost? Man, I'm just gonna... I'll burn a clouds here, this is fine. Try to keep myself from getting rotted, but it looks like it's working just fine. Okay. Robe is not Archmagi. Maybe I'll try this other robe on. That's not Archmagi either. Just trying to get some more demissile spell power, so I have to use it. Have to wear it less. Magic resistance. That's a goofy optimization, but what am I going to do? Not do it? All right, Alf. Thanks for coming by the stream, man. It's really cool. Hat of Polish, or perhaps Polish. There's a glowing robe and spider. We can try that on. I feel like I've seen it, but I'm not sure, so I'll defer to you guys, I guess. Let's drop this -2 robe. What a twist. It's cursed and -2. Why would that surprise you? Gotta wear it for that Pollock pride. Yeah, I might. Except it's a bad hat, so perhaps not. You guys want to do some zigs? I think I want to do some zigs. And by zigs, I mean zig floors. Definitely not multiple zigs. Bubbling potion, huh? Oh yeah, we got experience. What is the cost? It won't show me the cost on this screen because experience Potion screen is lame as hell. Alright. Probably should do air. Maybe spellcasting. Spellcasting. Yeah, that was correct, I think. Take air to 10. You can infer the cost. That's true. That doesn't really make it ideal, though. I think that cost should just be exposed there on that screen, you know. Tab through this. What is going on here? Did you use a scroll of summoning? Is that possible here? Oh, there's a brain. Okay. This thing is a shapeshifter. And it was a brain. It summoned this stuff and then turned into something else. Alright, it's decided to really start memeing me by turning into a floating ice, so he gets the Ice Blast surprise. Anyway, we have Enchant Weapon, so that's cool. We now have a +9 Scythe of Slicing, which is basically the best of limited options when it comes to using a Scythe, outside of Finisher, or some kind of crazy unrand speed Scythe. Let's go down. I see that my D-missile has dropped immediately. It's cute. Wow. -6. Gloves of the Mind. A lot of resistances, and it also has strength -5. That's a really cute item. More brands possible via scroll in your fork? That's reasonable. I know you want that Chaos brand on Melee. We can tab this, I think. A little surprised I'm getting drained so hard considering I have our neg, but okay. This will probably be the last floor. Okay, okay, let's drink and biz. That's so we don't get tormented. You want speed? Speed brand on brand. That seems almost too powerful. I mean, we're talking by far the best brand in the game. I'm not sure if it should be available from a scroll, but maybe. Should I go deeper? Should I get real greedy? I'm going to get greedy. I'm going to do one more, but I'm actually going to stop on this one. It's an elf floor, so did not choose poorly. Let's, well, geez. This is actually kind of annoying for this character, so we're going to use clouds. Got the best possible cloud. Those things are going to die easy. Enchant armor. Enchant the boots of running. Cool. Okay, let's stop being super greedy and bail from this ziggurat. I think I'm going to take a little trip in here, make a couple greater servants. Make a third greater servant. He's memeing me too hard, actually. I think I have to... I thought I could kill him super fast, but... no such luck. Wish we had more digging. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to lamp. He's not even resistant to fire, believe it or not. So he goes down. Nice. I want that horn. That's really good with a lot of evokes. D-Missile is almost usable, man. We can actually use it outside of our armor, without taking our armor off, I mean. So that is awesome. Okay, we'll get to 16 charms and 10 air just to satisfy my OCD and 7 spell casting. And then we'll probably train invokes and, fighting and evokes for the rest of the game. Can't believe we have 26 pole arms. Outrageous. We actually got to Mendeley. Down we go. Ring mail, I don't care about that. That is the most expensive Phantom Mirror I've seen in my life. 1230, are you crazy? Wow. Nice. We got the vaunted Caustic Shrike Para. You are now wielding a shitty glaive. Correct. Second Caustic Shrike Para. Wow, man, wow. I love when things turn into, I love when there are shapeshifters that turn into torpor snails. That's just cute. The troll Earth Mage actually did me a favor, and I think he made this kill hole for me. What a nice guy. Tab, tab, tab. Drop the Ring of Dex. Try to swing on the brain, and it worked. Is that a crystal plate armor? Yeah, it is. Is that an artifact crystal plate armor? No, it's just a regular one. Unless I find about 24 scrolls of enchant armor, I don't think that's worth swapping out my plus 11 plate armor for. Should probably try to remember to keep D-Missile up. 45% fail rate in this armor, so we're not going to be putting it up, back up in combat, but we can put it back up anytime we're out of combat. D2 Centaur, have fun, brother. Gosh, imagine how much better an axe would be right here. Oh my god, how am I taking so much damage? Fine, fine. We'll do this. They're hasted and mighted, I see. Okay. Shouldn't have walked away from that cloud, perhaps. This is so painful to watch. Of course it is. I'm using a Scythe. There we go. There we go. This horn is really screwing me, by the way. You would think it 19 evokes, it wouldn't be giving me one allied and one hostile, but it is what it is. What am I doing? That's it. I'm using this old kill hole. Marked. I don't think much of the floor is left, but I'll wait it up over there in safety anyway, but we're fine. Actually, the floor was empty. Null fighter is the worst background for a null? That's a bold statement. I mean, you get a ton of hit points, right? Man, it is like, this is the first game I played without a shield, I think, in a very long time. And it's wild how much more damage you take. I can't believe I used to use two-handed weapons at all. Like, it's insane how just the difference. Yeah, null Chaos Knight is certainly the worst. Well, yeah, I mean, you're not doing fancy magic tricks, but you can still get like Book of Battle type stuff online pretty quickly, and you just be an all-around decent fighter from the most dangerous part of the game. You're really strong, you know. So I don't know. It seems okay to me. It's hard to lose a null fighter in the early game before you find a god, and once you find a god, you're essentially invincible if you play perfectly. I mean, it's a slight exaggeration, but there is some truth there. You have to find it and use Ash if you want to get anything out of it. Huh. I don't agree for Book of Battle. You could get that online with a fighter super easily as a null without Ash. Just talking about like regen and Song of Slaying if you want it, and even level 4 spells, even Spectral Weapon is okay. What is this garbage? Alright, try number 3 with the horn. We get 2 allied ones. Alright, that's good. See, this is a real joker. This Annihilator jumps to the other side of the pond after I fly over. Let's use our lightning rod. This guy had a scroll of summoning. So we kill him and the summons go away. Yes, GG. A null probably does not want to be in plate. He probably wants to be in like ringmail for a good long while. But it depends. I mean, you can just be a pure fighter if you want to. It works out just fine. How am I so corroded? What could have done this to me? Shapeshifter, probably. Book of Power. Yeah, no, that's way higher level. Yeah, some nulls might, I mean, okay. If I was going to play a null, I'm just making like generic suggestions for somebody who really wants to play a hybrid. But in terms of what's actually optimal, if I was a null fighter, I would just forego magic entirely and I'd go like Trog or something. Oka, anything like that. Oka would be amazing, actually, come to think of it. Let's use this rod. MO was a good choice here. Blew up all this crap at the entrance. But I see there's more. Alright, we'll lamp. We'll horn. Our Hellbeast buddies are really helping. We have our Lek. This is a very late game Nicola, but he can still mess us up, so let's make a box. Take him down. Oh, you were in GDS, Blood Killer? That's hilarious. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, is they get just outrageously powerful in the late game, you know? I forget exactly what my dude was doing, Blood Killer. But I have a suspicion I was probably just going heavy melee and ignoring spells. I'm sure I swapped. I'm sure I swapped off Zom. Or maybe I didn't, I don't know. Stat form? Yeah, that would be... That's the thing, is like every null ends up in stat form. Eventually. Every one of my nulls, that is. It's just such an obvious choice is the thing, because it's like... it's... You know, it's a level 6 spell, which nulls can pretty much always get online. And then you've already trained unarmed combat a bunch. I think I even took unarmed combat to start with, so I didn't have that stupid chaos weapon. Every character. Hey, I haven't, I actually have not used, I don't think I've used stat form in a good little while on this streak. That meme has not been playing out as much as it usually does. Stat form DD. That's don't knock it. That's actually not bad. I mean, if you look at the aptitudes, -1 transmutations is not horrible, and +3 earth is amazing. And then the unarmed combat is only -1, which we've got all the way to 26 on a -1 aptitude with the pole arms, so wouldn't be the worst thing in the universe. In fact, it'd be pretty strong. Stat form, stat form. Okay, let's head down. I see tons of things are coming, and I am marked. We'll get in the hallway, I guess. I'd lamp, but it's inert. I'd rod. Actually, I will rod. Sure wish I had like a billion immolates right now. The lamp is active again. I'm getting memed on. Ha! I got memed on, you guys. Okay. Seize horn. That's helpful. Oh no, I don't want MR/2. Not with so much stuff around. This is actually uglier than it looks. Let's fan. Hey, it actually did something for once. Wow. You guys. Fan did a thing. I'm stunned. It only took 21.5 evokes for it to do something valuable. Okay. Okay. Depths 4, despite being marked, is going to get, despite me being marked in here, we're going to clear it out. Wow, there's so much stuff. You really start to notice how much crap there is in depths when you can't tab through it like a combat monster, you know. I mean, we're basically tabbing through it like a combat monster, but we have to slow down every so often due to lack of shield. Floating eye. Gazes at me immediately. Disintegrate. Blow him up. I see I don't have demissile up. This is maybe the kind of character I should clear Zot on. Don't you think? I don't want to, but without the shield, it feels like it's the safe thing to do. So we probably will. We'll do the old backwards clear to avoid shafting. Okay. Down we go. I see we're already right next to the entrance. What would be the absolutely non-optimal, absolutely optimal non-Gozag god for a gargoyle fighter? I don't know, probably Trog, if you want to talk about truly optimal. Absolutely optimal non-Gozag god for a gargoyle fighter. What did I miss? Yeah, Oka's not bad, but Trog is guaranteed to solve your magic resistance problem, which is why I would go with him if I had to choose like the absolute best. Didn't put in GrFi. I'm reading GrFi in the chat log. Hey Senchi, how are you doing? You're just in time for the end of the Scythe run that people have been wanting for a billion years. The Scythe run with no finisher and no Scythe of Curses. I'm doing all right. I did some squats. I was lifting before this stream. Now I'm at my standing desk trying to get my fitness level up, you know. Did some incline bench press as well. And had a few problems with that, but it's fine. When you're out of practice, incline can be a real pain. You'll suck at it for a while, basically. A true Dwight Schrute. Does he lift in that show? I don't know, I never really watched that. That actor does not look like he lifts, I'll tell you that much. Doesn't really have the physique for it. Bro, do you even lift? Okay, this is an interesting, tiny Zot entrance. Hello. Are you charged already? You're not charged yet, so I have a time to try this. Blasted, dead, good. Floating eyes, man, it's outrageous. I got every god except for Gozag and Zen. Go Trog, man. You'll have the most straightforward run ever. The two best early game gods. Not so sure about that. Gozag, sure. Let's see if we have anything to identify. We do not. Thought I might have picked up something. Okay. Okay. Let's go to Zot. We will magic map. Oh, no we won't. Let me just use my non-existent magic mapping. Okay, we're possibly going to have some problems doing reverse order here to avoid shafts, because we will have to find the staircases, you see. And with only one digging, this could be a painful zut. But I think we'll be okay. We're approaching the end of this joke run. Yeah, I know, right? We just got a joke vault to complement this joke run. It's got an orb of fire in it. It's got haste in it. We might have to come back and do this. I'm gonna cheese it though. So we'll do that here in a bit, not just yet. What if Alf showed up and gave you another 1,000 bits to make you do another Scythe run next run? Well, that wouldn't happen on the next one, because I think the next one is Formicid Fire Elementalist, so I'd have to veto. Yeah, DDAr and then FoFi. So essentially, I would say thank you for the bits, but I cannot do that. Is what I would do. Cannot safely. Whoa, we just took big damage. How'd that happen? Just straight melee. Fan, horn. Please don't zerk me. Let's make ourselves small against the wall here. Dude, this is... I'm gonna fear this, guys. This is crap. This is garbage, man, with these... There's multiple shifters. So they're memeing me, dude. I forgot. I think... That's a panic spell, isn't it? The blink surround or whatever. Alright, we're gonna self-heal. And then the telly will kick in eventually. This is the most obnoxious thing I've ever seen in my life. We got the telly taken off. Shifters, when there's more than one, there's actually 3 is why this is happening. My god. I don't think I've ever seen anything more annoying in Dungeon Crawl in my life. That's impressively obnoxious. Okay, we kill that guy. This is a lot of shifters in one go, is all. You know, I'm not sure if I've ever seen so many. This may have been 4, actually. I think I miscounted. We have 32 Ice Blasts. Why don't we just use some? How about his Trograth after 5 runes? It's easy to deal with as long as he doesn't parry you in a bad situation. Honestly, Trograth can be dealt with like a Dig Wand and Blinking. If you have those 2 tools, then Trograth is easy, but I never abandon Trog because I don't want to risk Paradeath. That was outrageous, man. It's easy to forget that can happen. Well, if I had an axe, I would have just swung and killed everything, so that's another thing, is when you don't have an axe, you don't get to do that. But for the most part, it's just you usually don't see so many at the same time. Put up your D-Missile, thank you. Alright, so I was going to reverse clear, but then this happened. But that's okay, we can still do that. We just have to find the downstairs. Tab, tab, tab. What's this ghost? Oh, shit, guys. It is the Scythe of Curses. We actually found it. Unbelievably. Ghost is dead. Let's see what this baby can do. Ironically, Star Drain is worse against the most dangerous things that are left. Is it better? That's a great question. Maybe. I don't remember what it does. Convulses. The Quicksilver Dragon convulses. Oh, it does like necromancy miscast effects on them. +4 mostly makes up for it, yeah. Are you serious? Alright, we'll blink. We'll drink a heal wounds to get that rot off. Kill the death cap. Kill the toe. Self-heal a couple times. I'll self-heal again. And I'll lamp this stuff. Because I want this stuff to die quickly. I don't see too many cool miscasts happening. Yeah, Torment is pretty obnoxious for DDs. I'm gonna use the horn. The horn is just putting in work, like a lot of work. You could just spam healing, you know, 15 heal wounds, 15 mana. That's true. You have a point. Still being stingy, aren't I? Hey, this is a good para target, 75%. I'm gonna kill it to get a heal and to get it off the board. I'm unimpressed with the miscast effects, but the Scythe itself is not bad. I kind of expected a lot more demons on my side. Okay, horn time again. Order them to attack the electric golem. You have the blessing from a real-time speedrunner, don't worry. That's true. Yeah, the six mana from D-Missile is really important, because otherwise I would have to go finding what is it? Like a ring of magical power. And what's comical is the Scythe of Curses. The curse is just so virulent. It's applying to the rest of my items too, you see. I'm fully cursed. Ashen'Zari would be very happy. So, that's certainly something. I mean, that would make it hard for me to swap to the magical power. Let me read this description. Scythe, surrounded by an ominous aura of dread, carries a terrible and highly irritating curse, which it busily inflicts upon both the wielder and their enemies. Okay. That's fine with me. With my 26 polearms, I think I can do some work with this. I don't know, man. It's a Scythe. Like, it should... I tell you what it should be doing, is it should have some kind of, like, absolutely wild and crazy late-game effect. Like, turn you into a lich if you use it enough or something. Give me, like, a good reason to use a Scythe, you know? Go hog wild with it. Inflicts necromancy miscasts on monsters. Shadows, Reapers, and Soul Eaters. Spawn will be allied to you. Yeah, I'd like to see some Reapers. That could genuinely be helpful. Okay, we're going to dive. Wow, okay, hold on. Shenanigans. Calling shenanigans. Amplifier. Horn. The toe is a problem. He probably won't torment, but... no, there he goes. He's just doing it. Up we go. Let's stop screwing around, find a different way in. Doesn't he? We got the second most fun Scythe, and we literally found it in Zot, so we haven't gotten to play with it very much. But I would have preferred Finisher, I have to say. A fun Scythe, there you go. It is a fun Scythe. Can't complain too much. It's got a cool tile too. I think it looks a little different on my character anyway. We are slow. Let's go up. We keep getting like turbo obnoxious Zot floors that are sort of stopping me from diving like I'd like to. But as long as we don't get shafted, it doesn't really matter. Hey, nice, there's our first allied Reaper with a +3 Scythe of slicing. So not only is this a Scythe run, it's I've got Scythe buddies now. Wonderful. Evocable Lich form, but you need like 20 Evo to get it castable. Now, I like it better if it would just turn you into a Lich forever and force you to... The curse is so strong that it forces you to wear the Scythe for the rest of the game. That would be interesting. Permanently cursed, yeah. I actually want to be Zerked here, so I'm leaving the Moth alive. Okay, perhaps the Scythe of Curses just needed a minute to warm up, because suddenly it's giving me tons of bros. Here's the horn. Again, if you're wondering why I'm clearing this and I don't usually, it's, well, I'm using a Scythe, that's why. Would this be the end of the world if I got Zerked here? Probably not. Nevertheless, I'd prefer not to, so let's Ice Blast. Oh my god! We can't tank this. Why do I think I can tank this? Let's, blink. Powered by evil, no Zen for you. I guess. Nothing wants to show up at the right spot, huh? I'll pop an Agi. Heal myself a couple times. Turns out that even with 43 AC, it's hard to tank a Berserked Golden Dragon. Well, see, the thing is, I'm used to having a shield, so you can imagine how much better it is to have a shield against those guys. Primal Shock Sting. Yeah, Primal Beasts from the box are awesome, but you need to have very, very very high evokes to get them. At least 20, I think. Oh, is that your first encounter with that subreddit, STG? Those people are all over the internet, man. Okay, Zot 4 time. Let's go to a staircase that's not next to a freaking Zot trap. We officially cannot be shafted, but don't think that we're safe. Will my buddies, will they come downstairs with me? They will not. What's this now? Magic mapping? I guess we'll just use it. These shadows are kind of a meme at this point in the game. Soul Eaters are like not completely worthless, but man, the Reapers, that's where it's at. They can do like 75 damage. I'm gonna check actually. 45 plus Scythe. So okay, I exaggerated a little. Well, no, if it's branded, 70 sounds about right. Okay. Eat some rations. Now's the fun part. Let's hope we don't get tellied. Oh, hey. I forgot, I have a friend. I have the Convoker trick, and also I just got marked on purpose. Gonna lamp this stuff. Let's use a horn just so we don't get surrounded. How about that? Could ammo here, but it's just not necessary, I don't think. Not yet. Haha! Scythe buddies. Okay, we're surrounded. Whoops, I just stepped off the staircase. That was a total fat finger. Alright, panic time. End of the hallway. Ooh, this is very bad. First thing we do is we haste. Then we agi. We may have to fight through a lot of crap because of that fat finger. Whoops. We're going to lamp. Sadly, it hits my Reaper, but the Reaper did not go hostile. I knew that was possible that he would get hit, but I didn't think he would just not go hostile. Let's paralyze this guy. In fact, I'm going to attack the Quicksilver Dragon. I was hoping to kill him before he gets a chance to breathe on me, which actually, he did die before that happened, so that's good. We have RF++. I could pop a resistance, and I think I'm gonna, because it could take a minute to fight these guys. I would love to dig here and have it be like a true kill hole, but that was our last dig, so we're just kind of stuck. We either win or we lose right here. I think we're going to mirror the Lich so they can perhaps get some work done. Mirror the Clown. Have fun, brothers. I'll just start ice blasting, that's fine. There's a discussion about IQ, doesn't he? Is this in my Discord or on I Am Very Smart? Still hasted, still resisted, still mited, still agied. We're just going to keep ice blasting. Gets us some sick damage against the Clown. think I'm going to lamp again. Swing on the orb of fire. I think we've weathered the storm. Demissile's over, which is a real shame with the clown here. So let's make a horn. I'm going to chug a brilliance, put Demissile back on. Interesting quote, doesn't he? Okay, I'm not going to auto explore because it's time. Hey, wait a minute. He's said that before, doesn't he? That's like a tagline. I've seen him say that exact phrase a few times in a few different discussions. That's like a catchphrase, I think. Okay, let's pull this dude. This is our friend. He's going to be a very good friend to us. It was probably Artagus. I remember being slightly annoyed that he was that he was being mean to Artagus, because I like that guy. Okay, you guys remember that teleport? Or excuse me, that transport vault? Also, hey, look, there's stuff alive in here. Oops. Come on, Shadows, don't kill my friend. Okay. I think we might have, yeah, we have almost 27 evocations. Soon we will be the Prestidigitator, I think. I don't remember what the 27 one is. All right, here we go. So here's another use of Convokers. I can probably summon stuff from inside that. Yep, here he goes. That's a strange grouping of things. I thought he would bring some orbs of fire my way. 13 amulets of reflection. Why? He's not doing his job. Bro, do your job. Okay, he must not want to summon it because there's too much stuff that doesn't have an intelligence score. I don't understand why he didn't bring orbs of fire. He pulled some draconians. He was supposed to pull crap out of that stupid vault, but just no such luck. As it stands, I don't think that the single potion of haste in there is worth the hassle of fighting 2 orbs of fire, or even a single orb of fire. I don't know if there's 1 or 2, but I don't care. So, essentially, to answer your question, what is this guy supposed to do? We're just having a little party with our friend. He's you know, he's just a pal. He wants to hang out with us. And he's going to do us a little favor. Here he is doing us a favor. Okay, this could have been LCS, but it's not. So we can just swing him to death. Go down, go up. Go down, go up. Whoa, what happened with this swamp worm, bro? Clown Pie hits the Iron Band Convoker. Moon Pie. The Convoker evaporates and reforms as a swamp worm. Are you kidding me? My friend. My friend, you ruined... The clown ruined my plan. Now I have to put my friend out of his misery. I've never seen that before. I mean, like, I knew that could happen, but Clowns ruin, yeah, clowns really do just ruin everything. It's bullshit. It's unbelievable. Well, we got a little work out of him, not as much as I would have liked. That rascally clown. Lol, so random and funny, ha ha ha. This is some double lich action. Why don't we throw on the D-missile and come at it from another angle. Whoa, hey buddy. Hey lich just chilling out on a Zot trap. That's cool. How about you? You, I hope, will not be double LCSing me today. Nope, you won't. Wow, man. Oh my god. Oh my god, I haven't seen that in a long time. That's amazing. Doesn't he? That's amazing. Alright, maybe the best shitpost in this Twitch stream of all time. Okay, we've auto-explored to our heart's content. Let's exclude that off. Auto-explore a little more on the outside, yeah? Take the mark. On purpose. Oh, there's actually a lot of things coming. Oops. Could have gotten Zot trapped for a lot of pain there. Why does there have to be a freaking Brimstone Fiend? It's hurl, not call down, but I'm going to swing on it anyway. There we go. Okay, alright. We're gonna do invis, so I don't get tormented here. Damn, dude, this is such a rambunctious lich. He's just summoning a billion greater demons, and it's sad because if I had digging, it would be just fine. But I don't have digging. I have 3 holy words though, so yes, I know it's going to make my hell beasts mad. I don't have acid either. I'm just going to swing on him, and he should die before anything particularly bad happens. There we go. Self-heal a bunch. Is there another mark trap for me to abuse? Nope. Gonna have to put on our big boy pants and do this the right way. Oh, double lich action. Looks like we've gotten the lich ending. Perhaps I should have trained some hexes so I could get silence online. We have brilliance. I'm forced to wonder, oh boy, we can do it. We can actually silence these guys. We're going to train hexes as well. It's a little late. Get away from the Zot trap. What kind of book do you have? It's not the one I'm afraid of. Actually, you know what? No, I don't need to train hexes. It's silly. But I can silence here. For ultimate safety. Yeah, buddy, come on into my silence. How many more brilliance do we have? Just the one? Let's take a little detour. There's like a billion brilliances on the ground that I just wasn't picking up for some reason. That's gonna make this, you know, I'm not gonna need to train hexes, am I? If I have this. And silence is just outrageously strong against liches, you know. Because what are they going to do? Touch you and drain you? Whatever. But yeah, this is definitely the lich ending. There's just too many ancient liches for it not to be. Oops, D-missile's down. We're gonna fight these guys. Let's do it in the hallway. That sucks, TeCj. Glad you're alive, though. Okay, he goes right into the telly. Should I, Oh. Alright, I was going to say, should I mark myself? But that choice has been taken away from me. Hellbeasts can't see invis, but they came... they came to want to follow me, and they were on the other side, so they were hitting him anyway. See, we have a clown. Double the reason to get to a staircase. Yes, D17 is correct, OpMo, for a smite. Man, are you trying to farm karma on on Reddit? No, picking up books does not anger Trog, and it's in your best interests for a few different reasons to pick up every book you see. One of which is, maybe you want to try to abyss yourself at some point for various reasons with a miscast. Or maybe you just don't want to have to hunt down all your books if you swap off Trog later. Tab, tab, tab. We actually get a Reaper on our side. This could be helpful. I wonder if, with careful conservation, if I could get like an army of Reapers. Probably not. Marked again. Chill out next to this telly trap. Mark ends. That tells me this place is empty. The fact that nothing came. Alright. I can't believe it, but we're wearing the Scythe of Curses and we've just finished Zot 5. I used a Scythe basically the entire game. The Scythe that I used most of the game was the Sigmund Scythe. Enchanted all the way from 0 to +9 and then turned into electricity. Is Scythe of Curses actually any good? No. I don't think this is a weapon that's worth using, even if you... I mean, if you found it on, like, D1, then I guess maybe, but I wouldn't want to use it long term. It would be worth training polearms for it on D1 and then swapping it for, like, a Demon Trident. Is Moon Troll Leather Armor good on a GrFi? It's okay. Well, I guess yeah, no, it's pretty good. It's pretty good on a Gargoyle. You could get some use out of it. I'd need to know what your god is as well, because the Spirit Shield effect is, you know, powerful utility item for Ash Worshippers. Ah, that's true. You get those curses, man. Alright, let's telly. Trog? Oh, that's an amazing weapon, or an amazing armor then, TeCj. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 turns we wait, then we grab the orb. We have 27 evokes, right? Yeah, we are the Talismancer. That's a great question, OpMo. Alright, we immediately get a Lich, almost immediately. It's not a particularly... Did I say Lich? I meant to say Panlord. We also got a Lich. It's not a particularly tough Panlord, but I'm still spookied, so... Let me see, 46 damage, it's not fast. I think this is a good time to use the horn. Okay, that's the lightning bolt guy. Just going to lead these guys on a nice merry chase. Up we go, self-heal a bunch of times. I see my D-missile's gone. Cast it. Are you guys forcing me to fight a Seraph? Because I don't want to fight a Seraph. In fact, I really don't want to fight a Seraph, but I could. We have the Lamp of Fire. I don't want to fight a Seraph. You don't think so, doesn't he? I bet I could. Hit for up to 50 damage. Damn, dude. He's not even really in the path of the staircase, so we're just going to haste and walk away is what we're going to do. We have 7 hastes. Seraphs are okay. Honestly, Seraphs are a weird enemy because, like, if you fight the things they summon, the Seraph will just die if you live long enough because they'll, like, absorb the damage from their buddies and then just commit suicide. But yeah, if I had used, like, Might and Agility, we could have killed the Seraph. It's just... I don't know. As Doesn't He said, I just didn't want to fight him. Okay, this guy's noticed me, and I don't want this senpai to notice me. Fog. Go up. That could have been dangerous due to the Chaos Demon. Chaos Spawn. Netting Hellions? That would have been an idea. Fog didn't quite work because it gave him a turn to do Hellfire to me. Gold, the protagonist in DCSS, is wealth and power. It could be. It's whatever you want it to be, really. Your only real goal is to get the orb. You get to decide what the importance of the orb is. This might be a solid holy word location. The exit we have to basically run to. I don't want to blow my holy word so soon, but he's got Haunt. And he's fast, so I think we do that. And then we blow a haste. Yep. Just didn't want to get slowed. That wasn't the worst Panlord, but or the most powerful. Okay, we're going to Fog. Terrible Fog. Worst Fog in the universe. Award 2019. Fog again. I love how Fog sometimes just doesn't do its job. It's one of those things that you have to assume will mess up, you know? We're going to take a little shortcut here that auto travel didn't know about. Drink Flight. Hopefully no more Panlords. But we have the resources to survive at least one more. No matter how bad it is, I assume. Okay, I think this is trying to take me to this upstairs, so we'll take this one. Up to D6. There's a Hellion. 59% fails 2 times. Succeeds on the 3rd for the para on the Hellion. Have to fight Orb Guardians. They're faster than me by far. Gonna have to fight this Balrog. There's a hatch here that I haven't tested. Gonna take it. Here we are on D1. Do we have Invis? Yeah, we do. We have Haste. We have a ton of Haste. How do I get in here? I have to go in from the top. Oh, whoa, I took a step I didn't mean to take. Oops. Oh, and this is a Silence Panlord. Holy shit. That was a bad step. So we Holy Word immediately. stopping him from taking so many actions. And then what? Silence Panlord, damn. Final boss indeed. He's even got Torment. It's the Silence Torment Panlord. Phantom Mirror, nah. I think we Fog. Silence Torment, yeah, and Green Greater Demon as well, which he immediately summoned like the most powerful Greater Demon. There's so much Torment on the board. That's the terrible thing. We only have our neg 1, so I think the first thing we do is Fog. Step away from this crap. And then just walk away. Perhaps making some spiders. This may not be the right path, but yeah, no, this was right. We juked him. We juked him. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Yeah, he's not fast and he's holy worded, so he was taking less actions. GG. Yeah, hardest DDAr ever, for sure. We definitely survived. Scythe run win. That is correct. So that's game 30. The next one is the last one that I'm well and truly worried about. Like Minotaur Warper, basically free because it's a Minotaur. Draconian Venomancer, it could be hard, but probably not. Spriggan Wizard, you're a Spriggan, you're fast, it's hard to die. Troll, you're a troll, it's free. Gargoyle, it's a Berserker as well, it's free. Troll's free. Felid is tedious, but mostly free. Merfolk's really good. Ghoul is decent, and Warper's actually a pretty good background. Vampire is middling, and Ice Elementalist is awesome. DD Suits, a DD, and TRAM, it's a TR. So it's like all the remaining combos are really, really winnable, except for this Formicid Fire Elementalist. So this, if we're going to lose the streak to some BS, this is going to be the game where it's going to happen, this next one, game 31. And I'd like to skip it, like I wanted to skip the last Formicid, but I have to stick to the plan. Oh, and we got a bad start too. Will I cast her? Yeah. Should I take Stealth to 3? It's 2.4 is probably good enough. I think this guy actually trains fire magic or possibly spellcasting. Oh wait, I'm an ant. This is a great start. I forgot. Yeah, no, this start's awesome. I can just boop, 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 you know, make a little conjurations. See, the problem is that, oh wait, you're right, conjurations. I don't know why I was under the impression Flame Tongue is pure fire. I guess I'm just on a victory high from that DDAr. So yeah, we'll take that to 3. Well, maybe not 3, because our aptitude is 2. But our stealth is already high enough. 2.4 is pretty good. There's a greater than 1/2 chance for, like priests, I think it's orc priests are actually less than 50% likely to spot me at this level of stealth in a robe. So I probably don't need to train anymore. I probably need to focus on being better at killing things. Spellcasting would be nice for some more mana, but I do think we're going to get more mileage out of conjurations. No telly. Well, we don't have telly at the start anyway. Anyway, it's actually pretty close to the time I usually stop these streams, so I don't think I'm going to spend any time on this dude. But we will do it tomorrow, and that will be game number 31. So, yeah, I feel pretty confident. As long as we don't... As long as we don't run into like a jackal pack, and maybe even if we do, we're probably okay. I wish I started with a little more food because I would just pre-dig out a big tunnel, but nah, this is fine. Alright, well, that's going to be it for the night. I appreciate you guys coming by the stream. Always a good time. Hope you enjoyed the crazy Scythe run, but until next time, I am signing out. Did you know that there are many ways that you can help support this channel? Read about them on rosecrypto.com/support. At Rose Crypto, you can learn all about cool things like the Brave web browser, Bitcoin, and other cryptocurrencies. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.